What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm doing a video game review. I haven't done one of these in a while. Today I'm going to be talking about Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. Took me a month to beat this thing. That should tell you my thoughts on this entire game. Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora takes place in James Cameron's world of Avatar. The world of Pandora. It's not based on either Avatar or Avatar: The Way of Water. I believe it takes place in between the movies. You essentially have to go up against the RDA and this guy named John Mercer. You create your own avatar. You collect your own gear on the way. You get to fly an Ikran. I will say, if anything, this game is pretty addicting. At least the second half of the game. As I progressed further into the story, I found myself not wanting to put the controller down just because I was having a lot of fun, even though it does require you to be strategic, or you could just go in all guns blazing. That's essentially what I tried to do. You have to be stealthy in this game. If you get caught, you're kind of screwed, but it does make for some fun, if repetitive gameplay. And I guess that's the best way to describe Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, is that it's fun, but yeah, it's generic and repetitive. It's essentially what you would expect to come out of a Ubisoft product. Unless if it's like a groundbreaking Assassin's Creed game. This ain't that. This is like so many different Ubisoft games mixed into one. And it's actually developed by the same team that's developing Star Wars Outlaws. So I am a little bit worried for Star Wars Outlaws now. I'm gonna say that up front. Massive Entertainment, Lightstorm Entertainment came together, make this game. Lightstorm Entertainment, of course, is related to James Cameron. It's part of his production company, game division here, helping Massive Entertainment create this game. So back to what I was actually saying, yeah, there were some fun moments in this game where I couldn't put the controller down, even if they were a bit generic and felt really repetitive in the end. I think it was because I was getting towards the finish line. Like, I knew I was getting there, so I was like, oh, this is actually starting to become fun now. And I liked flying the Ikran. Anytime I could fly the Ikran, I could. It was like flying the Hippogriff in Hogwarts Legacy. Anytime it was like, nope, fast travel or the Ikran. I was like, the Ikran. Just like in Hogwarts Legacy, where it was anytime it was fast travel, use your broom or use the Hippogriff. I use the Hippogriff, man. That's what I did in that game. I was like, flying my own Hippogriff is awesome. And flying my own Ikran is awesome. But I just wish with the Ikran, like, you get a little bit of customization with the Ikran. The design of the Ikran makes sense that there's limited customization options there. I wish that you had the option to customize the name of the Ikran. I wish you didn't have to just select from already pre-installed, pre-default names for the Ikran. Like, I named mine Hawk, and then there's like a selection of 4 others that you can use. And I just wish that you could have just created your own. It would have been cool. I wanted to create like a cool Pandorian name for my Ikran, and I got stuck with Hawk because I thought it was the coolest one. I do like that no matter what you pick though, your avatar, the character that you play as, actually says your Ikran's name out loud when you're flying. I like that a lot. It's really cool. There are certain little intricacies that I do like too, where it's like, okay, hey, you're one of the Navi, or you're flying your Ikran. You're gonna run out of energy if you keep running and walking around, so you gotta scavenge and find some food, and that's how you restore your energy. That's actually interesting stuff, and it allows you to take in the beautiful landscapes of Pandora. It's called Frontiers of Pandora, and I actually did feel like I was in the frontiers. It is a gorgeous looking game. Not one single place looks the same compared to other places. It felt like there was a variety of different types of clans, frontiers that you can explore. That's where I think this game is at its best. From a visual standpoint, this game is immaculate. It's awesome. But goddamn, dude, this thing is a grind. Man, that's why I had more fun with this game in the second half, and I was more addicted to it in the second half of this game than the first half. And even in the second half, there's shit where I'm just like, why am I still doing this right now? And what I mean by grind is, no, I don't mean grinding for 100%, getting everything, doing all the side quests, all the loot and all that you can grab, and taking out all the different RDA outposts. I'm not talking about all that stuff. I'm talking about in-story missions. All of that stuff, yeah, is a grind, and it should be a grind. That's like the reward. You're grinding for a reward. But when I'm grinding in story, quests, that's a bad thing. Here's the type of grind I'm talking about. Oh, you gotta go up to this mountain and climb it. Okay, you're up the mountain. Climb the mountain a little more. Okay, you get to the checkpoint. Oh, you thought you were done? Oh, that's too bad. Climb it again. And you just keep doing that. It's rinse and repeat. That's the type of grind I am talking about. Also, even on the easiest difficulty, I had to lower this game to the easiest difficulty. I took damage like a motherfucker, man. Even when I was leveling up and I was the same level as the enemies, in the same level as what the quest is recommending your level to be. That's what I hate about this game. Is you take damage like a motherfucker. You gotta get out of combat like as quick as possible and find somewhere to hide. And even when you find somewhere to hide, you're still taking gunfire from every different direction. You're trying to press left on the D-pad so quick to consume some health so you get your health back, but like sometimes you're not quick on the draw enough. Sometimes it's crazy how fast your health depletes when you take damage in this game. I'm just like, oh shit, cock, fuck, I'm already, well, I didn't say any of that, but you know, I mean, that's really what it feels like. And it left so many areas where you have to engage in combat so much more difficult than they had to be. Even on the easiest difficulty, it was a pain in the ass, honestly. And also, why was this game in first person? After a while, I kind of got it. But at the same time, I would feel like an Avatar video game should be in the third person. And I'm gonna go back to Hogwarts Legacy. It's like playing Hogwarts Legacy in the third person. That Indiana Jones game that is coming out, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Why is that in first person? Is this gonna be like a trend in the video game industry now? For all I know, Indiana Jones could work out well as a first person action game. But for me, playing Avatar, you just get the sense, you just know right off the bat that there are certain games that should be third person and remain third person. This was one of them for me. So I had fun with Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. The gameplay is very generic, crafting your weapons. Of course, you get like upgrades to the weapons and stuff, and they are very helpful in combat, but you just don't get enough of them. I feel like you have to really, really scavenge all the different intricacies and layers of Pandora to get the items you need to help you in combat. So of course you can craft, you can cook, but it all feels very generic. It doesn't feel like it's adding anything new to the game despite some moments of fun and some addicting gameplay. It just feels too generic to me, and I just wish that other than putting in the time to make a immaculate looking game, they actually put a little bit more effort into some of the gameplay and didn't make combat a fucking pain in the ass after a while. I will say Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. It's fine. It's a fine enough game. Would I play it again? Probably not. I really don't care that much about Avatar. But for anybody saying that this was as grand as the movies, I think you're going a little crazy here. Because, look, if you're not the biggest fan of the movies, like if you like the Avatar movies but you don't love them, you'll probably feel the same way about this game. You'll probably be like, it's visually gorgeous, hollow in story and characters. That's exactly what this game is. But if you love Avatar, if this is like your passion, your religion, you're gonna fucking love this thing. 7 out of 10 for me. I want to do more video game reviews this year. That's kind of my goal this year. Just it'll help with a little bit of content, just to give my content a little bit of variety, if you know what I mean. So if you have played Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, let me know what you think about it in the comments section below. I will leave my link to my website in the description below as well. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. My name is Alex Madden, and I will see you at the movies somewhere.